For 20% off and free shipping on today's items, use the discount code DestroyerMariko #3 during checkout at the Punk Rave Australia store. Hi everyone, I'm Mariko. I'm a Sydney-based artist and musician, also known as DestroyerMariko, and today I'm reviewing two items from Punk Rave Australia, the Steampunk cracked leather shirt and the Punk box pleat mini skirt, both in black. I wasn't sure what to call this look, so I'm gonna go with like toned down military goth, but if you've got a better name for it, let me know in the comments. Now, before I get started, I do have to let you know that this was a gift, but I'll always give you my honest opinion in every review. Hey, it's fine! So with that out of the way, let's look at the website and get an idea of what we're reviewing today. First up is the shirt, but as you can see, the model is also wearing today's skirt. This is a fitted shirt, so it's designed to contour the body shape, but it also apparently has slight elasticity. Now, in these next pictures, you can see she's wearing leggings. I don't have these exact ones, but since it's getting pretty cold in Sydney, maybe later we'll add in the ones from my last review and see how that looks too. As for the details, this is why this top was on my wish list. You can already see here the cracked sort of effect on the front. Then if we zoom in, there's this really cool latch sort of thing. And then on the sides, check it out, those are skulls. I love how Punk Rave Australia always has so many awesome details like this. So yeah, heaps cool. As for the skirt, well, I've been needing something like this in my wardrobe. I got really addicted to my mini skirts over summer, but it turns out I don't really have any that are just black. They all have patterns, which is cool, but I like that this one swaps all that color for these awesome embellishments instead. Buckles, lace, these really fun leather strap bits. It's got a nice contrast between the hard lines of the pleats and the more delicate femininity peeking out at the bottom. Oh, this has a typo, but you can see this is another fitted item with thin soft fabric and slight elasticity. Sounds good to me. Okay, so now to the package. Usually it comes in one of those red prepaid satchels, but today it's in just like a standard white one. It's still by Australia Post though, so, you know, basically the same thing. It was sent to me on Wednesday, arrived on Monday morning. So yeah, still really fast. As for customer service, Punk Rave Australia just continue to blow me away with how open and responsive they are. They're a really cool company and I don't know what else to say, so I guess we should just open the package. All right, let's do this. Okay, so, ooh, we've got two of the sort of more fabric-y kinds of bags. So I really like these. All right, let's see what's in this one. It's one of the plastic bags, which we don't really need. And here's the shirt. Oh, hello, dog. You wanted to see what it was? Okay, so here's the shirt. I just moved the table because it really wasn't helping. Now you can straight away see the difference, the shine versus just like the regular fabric. You can see that sort of cracked, leathery kind of look that they mentioned in like the name of this shirt. So yeah, I think it's really cool, and it has a different feel to the rest of the shirt. So the rest of the shirt kind of reminds me of like, I guess office wear maybe, like that kind of quality. I'm not sure what kind of fabric you would describe that as. Whereas this, it's sort of got more of a silkier feeling. Yeah, it's really smooth. Yeah, feels nice. So there's an interesting contrast between them. While we're up here, we can see this little latch thing which goes over there. Yeah, wow, that's a really cool, interesting design. And then we've got all these little buttons. They sort of look like beaten metal. On the sleeve, the super exciting skulls. Oh my gosh, it's so cute, isn't it? And there's like this sort of little leathery kind of thing here. Further down on the sides, we've got some more little skulls. And they're on top of those little straps which have that same cracked leather kind of look on it. Awesome. And yeah, as far as quality goes, it feels really well made as usual for Punk Rave Australia. I'm always impressed with the quality of their stuff. So looking forward to trying this on. Okay, next, so this one will be the skirt then. Got another random plastic bag. I'm not sure why that's a thing, but yeah, here we go. Oh wow, oh my gosh, wow. Oh cool, so this actually is removable like as a belt. So if you wanted to wear a different belt with this, you totally could. I didn't realize that was a thing. So I'm just gonna thread that back under here. So the belt kind of just goes under these little loops here. That's cool. Okay, so this is a skirt. Obviously it's a tiny bit crinkled just because it's been in the mail, so that's understandable. But yeah, I'm really loving the look of this. So in terms of these little strappy bits, You've got 4 of them, so there's 2 on the front and 2 on the back. Yeah, that's really cool. And then we've got the pleats, and then under here we've got the lace. So you can actually pull that right up and see all the lace there. Now, if you watched my review on the Punk Rave kimono, you remember me talking about lace and how I don't like having it next to my legs and all that. So this skirt doesn't have any kind of like, you know, extra skirt bit underneath the lace bit. But as far as this kind of thing goes, it actually doesn't feel that hard. I've had skirts where the mesh, like the lace has been more like a hard mesh. Whereas this, you know, like maybe the tiniest bit scratchy, I'm not sure, we'll see, but it's actually feels pretty tolerable. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but I'm feeling pretty positive about that compared to some of the skirts that I have worn in the past that have this kind of lace thing. I'll just give you a close-up of the buckle, and you can also see on the leather bits they've got these little eyelets. Ooh, and these circle things, they kind of have a rubbery feel. And then on the side, because it's not really a stretchy item, I mean, yeah, there's not really any stretch in there. Actually, I forgot to mention the shirt does have the tiniest bit of stretch. It's got more stretch than this does. But it's such a small amount that it's not really something that you're going to work with in terms of size. So if you're like on the borderline between sizes, I don't know, you'd probably want to go maybe 1 up. This skirt though, there's really not enough stretch. So I would definitely go by the size chart and be careful about that. Although we'll try it on and we'll see. To help you fit into it, it has a zip down the side, which is cool. Goes a bit further than that, a little bit awkward to pull here. There you go. That's how far that zipper opens. So that's handy. Hey, it's got those little strappy bits that skirts sometimes have in the inside. Is that to hang them up? I'm not really sure, to be honest. I don't hang up my skirts. Maybe I should. Am I supposed to? Now, the fabric on this one, even though it's not as stretchy as the shirt, it does have a very similar sort of feel. So I think that might help to make them match together really well. If we compare the 2 different fabrics together, I think maybe the skirt fabric is just the tiniest bit thicker. Okay, so overall, I think the skirt is, it feels a little bit more solid than the top. I guess it's got like extra layers with the skirt underneath, and then the way it's been pleated, I guess that's just natural that it feels a bit thicker and all that. It also seems like the same sort of good quality that I've come to expect. So I guess now we'll just go and try it on. Alright, so this is how it all looks on me. As usual, I'm going to put my measurements in one corner and the item's measurements in the other corner. Now, they're both the small size, so I'm just going to put up the one chart and we'll do a twirl. And a quick close-up. Okay, so now that I've had a chance to try on both the items, let's talk about them in some more detail. We'll start with size. So going by Punk Rave Australia's global size chart, I'm a small. That chart is so helpful. It makes things so much easier. And yeah, it all fits really perfectly. I put the skirt on first, and yeah, it just sits really nicely. You might notice with the global size chart that my hips measurement and my bust measurement could actually probably fit into extra small, but because my waist is small, I feel like that's probably the most important thing that bumps me up to that small size. But even though some of my measurements are a bit smaller, it actually fits really nicely. And you know, the skirt, because it's like, you know, going over your hips, it's kind of just hanging down, so it fits really nicely. The waist is perfect. And I guess because my hips are a little bit smaller than small size, I didn't need to open the zipper all the way, so that was kind of cool because I'm lazy. Now as for the belt, I think that's actually more of a decorative thing. It's not really important to the size, so yeah, there's nothing to worry about that. It does have extra adjustments, so if you need to make it a little bit wider, it's fine. I know it's actually kind of a thin belt. It's the same sort of fabric that's used in the little strappy bits that are hanging down, so that matches really nicely, but you could really easily change that if you wanted to for a little bit of a different look. So that was the size for the skirt. Now as for the size for the top, again, perfect, but what I'm really happy with is that like it fits so nicely on my shoulders. I don't like it when shoulders are tight, so that makes me happy. If you are wondering though, there actually is a fair bit of size like further down, so if I can show you quickly. Alright, so as you can see, there's actually quite a lot of room here. So if you did need a little bit of extra space, that's really cool. And so like I'm a small size because of my waist, but actually I still have heaps of room in there. So I guess it's possible that I actually could have fit into the extra small size, but I'm really happy with the small because as I've mentioned previously, I don't like it when garments are too tight. So I think if I did go for the extra small, that would be sort of borderline for me, and yeah, maybe just not so comfortable. So I really like that. And I also think if I had gone down a size, then quite possibly the shoulders might have been a little bit tighter and then it would be uncomfortable. So yeah, no, I'm really happy with the small size on my body. Following that size chart and just like realizing that I'm a small for just about everything, that just worked really well for me. So I would advise you to look at that size chart because it's not failed me yet. Now moving on to the fabric, I guess the biggest thing that I was concerned about going into this was the mesh on the skirt, because as I said, there's nothing between your leg and the mesh. But actually, I'm finding that's not an issue with this at all. I'm so surprised. Punk Rave Australia's items are always surprising me like this. Like, you know, when I'm a little bit worried, it turns out I'm worrying for nothing. So I'm really happy with that I can wear something that has this sort of mesh lace kind of stuff under it, and you know, it looks nice, but it also doesn't bother me like some of the other skirts that I have. So that's a major positive for me. As for the rest of the fabric on both of the items, they're kind of the same. So the little belt area of the skirt and then just the overall fabric of the top, yeah, they feel very similar, and I've really got no complaints. So like, it's not really a super soft fabric or anything, but it's not scratchy, and that's really important for me, having clothes that just aren't scratchy, that look good but aren't annoying to wear. So I'm really happy with the fabric on this. So yeah, overall I'm really happy with how this outfit looks, but I just want to show you really quickly this thing. This thing is so cute and it's so cool and it's so satisfying when you click it. So if I can show you, as you can see, you've got this little bit that hooks on top there, and then there's like it's sort of like a little loop there. So you get that like that, and then you push that down into there, and then it sort of snaps closed. And I just found that really satisfying to put on in the mirror. I was just like, this is so cool, awesome. And then one more little detail that probably isn't obvious just from looking, there's an extra button up here. So if you are one of those people who like to have that real buttoned up look, you can do like that. And then this is sort of how it is. So yeah, there's some options there with this, but I like to have it a little bit undone. I guess it would depend on my mood, but yeah, cool that that exists as well. So this doesn't have to be the top if you don't want it to. Okay, so yeah, I'm really happy with both of these items and the way they look together. I also love the way they feel, and I love all the little details. They're really adorable. They're so cool. And yes, I think toned down military goth is probably what I would call this, but yeah, as I said, if you've got a different opinion, let me know in the comments. Obviously, if you wanted to up that sort of military goth look, you know, you'd accessorize. I don't have any kind of like military caps or anything, but if you remember that model picture, I do have the leggings that I got in the last Punk Rave review that I did, so I'm going to try them on. Maybe we'll even do the gloves as well. I'll accessorize, we'll do an outfit, and we'll see how that looks. Maybe another thing that you could do to make it more military is tuck in the top, but I'm not really a tuck in kind of person, because to me that kind of makes things feel a little bit tighter and more restricted. So I prefer to be untucked, but I guess I'll show you like tucked and untucked. But yeah, so I'll accessorize, put together a bit of an outfit, and see how I might want to go out with these items on. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so here's the outfit that I put together. I've added the leggings from last time. Those are the ones that were on clearance. And also the gloves, the spiked gloves from last time. And yeah, I think it's kind of fun. I also added some shoes. I'll do a little twirl just quickly. Awesome. And for those of you who are interested in what it looks like tucked, here you go. Alright, so I really like this outfit. It feels heavy metal. I could totally go on stage like this. I may have deviated a little bit from that military goth look. I don't know. I'm not sure what to call this. I think the patterns here maybe take away from that military kind of vibe. I love that I have so much Punk Rave Australia stuff now that I can put this all together and mix and match stuff. And I'm still really loving these gloves. They're so cool. Alright, so I think that's all for today's review. Thanks again to Punk Rave Australia for sending these items to me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a like, share it with a friend, and be sure to subscribe to the Punk Rave Australia YouTube channel. And you can also subscribe to my channel, DestroyerMariko, or you can follow me on like basically all the social media. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all again next time.